are I'm sorry, y'all. I started with an F bomb. We are back. This is PC for the kids. The backpack of the boys here once again on the podcast, talking to y'all. We love you guys. This is Beignet speaking today from Tokyo. How are we doing, everyone?
Yo, it's
What's up?
it's your boy Diddy Jr. chilling out in California. Vibes. My dad takes care of me. It's beautiful out here.
It's your boy Salmonella. I don't remember where I am right now, but I'm there.
Nice. Nice. Maybe on a piece of chicken, uncooked chicken, maybe. I don't know.
Potentially, I think I'm in Taco Bell. Actually, I'm at a Taco Bell.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Guys, we're trying to get a sponsorship. Let's chill. It's your boy Thrag. Just chilling up here in Viltrum. You know, just doing my thing. Conquering worlds.
Colonizer.
Yeah, imperialism at its best.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm choking up every fucking time, dude. I just get to the point. It just catches me right here in the solar plex area. It's just the love you guys have is fucking insane, and I just want to really say how much I appreciate that, you guys.
I want more.
You want
Sorry,
more?
guys. I want more.
It's
Honestly, I
never
think they
enough
can
for
do
you?
better.
It's never
I
enough
think
for
they
you?
can never. I need more. I need more.
You
It's
need
the only
more.
way I get off. Yeah, it's really the only way.
Okay.
More love, guys.
You
More
heard it,
love.
you guys. Diddy Jr. wants more. You got to give Diddy what he wants. Today's today's topics: cleaning. That's from Armando from Pennsylvania. Thank you, Armando, for cleaning from Pennsylvania. Thank you, sir. It's a very great topic. Can't wait to start talking about it.
We've got Lena from Palestine, and she wants to talk about bombs.
Yo,
Locked up. That's a record-breaking locked up, sir.
wow. Oh my god.
My
Do you guys want to get famous or not? All right? I don't understand. Are you ready to take this podcast to the
Wow.
next
Okay.
level?
Well, I can't believe our fan from Palestine, our one fan from Palestine that has a working computer, sent that in. That's amazing. Thank
a
you.
working computer. Yo.
Yes, baby. We're turning it up. We're turning it up.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay.
And we have, and finally, after that topic, we're going to be talking about art from Sarah from New Jersey. Very, very simple. Very simple. She's
Sarah.
polar opposite to the Palestine chick.
Okay.
From New
Thank
Jersey.
you.
Okay?
Thank
Her-
you,
Her name
Sarah.
was Lena.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Armando. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys, cleaning. Have you ever cleaned? Do you like cleaning? Is cleaning important to your mental health? Why do you clean? I don't clean personally. Tell me about it.
We know.
Nah, also, you're lying.
How
Yeah,
do
you're
you know,
lying.
Thrag? How do you know, Thrag? How do
Because
you
your
know?
camera is pointed directly at the ceiling because you don't want to show any other part of where you're staying.
You
Oh my
caught
God.
me. You caught me.
Bro, I fucking clean. And I clean to like de-stress. Like that's how I like kind of like chill. That's my chill time for me, truthfully. If I'm like super stressed out, I'll clean something rather than deal with whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing.
Do you have a favorite form of cleaning that you?
I hate doing dishes, but I don't know. I think I just like cleaning in general. It's not really dishes, anything besides dishes, but I like cleaning.
So I realized that I like to clean because I look forward to after I'm finished cleaning very much. But like the process is not like super enjoyable, but I don't hate it. So like I like look like while I'm cleaning, I'm looking forward to like, oh, I'm done and I can go sit and relax and just do whatever I want to do, and I can look around and not see a giant mess. So I think yes, it is good for my mental health, 100%. Just as a kid, I was not too fond of cleaning. I've definitely grown up in that aspect of like seeing the importance of it.
Bro, that exact opposite. My mom would fucking make massive messes. And even as a kid, I would be like cleaning up after my mom. I'd be like, this needs to be clean. This is ridiculous.
I've had fierce debates with my mother about how she makes messes, and she needs to clean up after herself.
No, I'm not even.
because
I'm not even
I don't
joking.
because I don't want to clean it.
When it comes to cleaning in my household, I go to my friend's house. I'm like a god of a son. I think that's everyone. Everyone's like the best son when you go to your friend's house or something. And then when I'm home, not cleaning a single fucking thing. My room's so dirty, it's incredible.
No, Ben, yeah, I give you credit though. I give you credit. You gotta give yourself more credit than you deserve. In shared spaces, you're pretty fucking good. You're really
let's not lie, blow smoke up his ass. He does have a fucking branch that he carried into the shared space. So
but like that fits the shared
creativity.
space.
What
Yeah,
are
that
you
fits the
doing?
shared space. That fits the shared space.
100%.
But his
Trying to
room
call
is
me
crazy.
out on my
My
room is
His room is crazy.
Adventurous is
100%.
analogy I like to use. But yeah, no, I agree. Like I like a clean room, like the end product. But I think like I have like a little form of OCD, and like when things aren't like perfect, I feel like I have to like redo everything to an extent, and then that in itself just seems like such a big task. I'd rather just climb a little mountain to get to my bed.
It's the craziest part is cleaning and then not wanting to touch anything because it's clean because you don't want to mess it up. That's the shit that I like. That fucking gets to me. Like,
I'd rather work on maintaining rather than cleaning. That's what I need to be better at. Is just like if I clean,
100%.
just being
I'm terrible at
shit
that.
word at. Yes, that's what I'm.
Yeah, I'm terrible at maintaining. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at maintaining. I won't lie. I think also like it's important for my space to be clean for me to be able to operate at like I won't say a high level, but to operate generally speaking. I
do you
need my
genuinely
shit to
see
be
the
clean.
difference? Like if your room's messy, are you?
Yeah,
You're mentally.
Yeah, my
Really?
room is pretty fucked up today, and I slept most of the day.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like it was way too stressful. Everything around me just feels like too much.
I wonder if that's like I'm gonna give it a whirl. I've never like tried to take a moment to like kind of see my behavior before and after the clean. Like I do feel good when I'm like in a clean space, but am I mentally clear? I don't know. I haven't really...
legit had to like I tried to leave this space to be able to go do stuff because I was like I can't be in this right now, and I don't have the capacity to clean up right now, so just fuck it. So yeah, it fucks with me.
Do you have what do you sing when you clean, or are you a silent cleaner?
No, I'm either listening to music or I'm listening to a podcast. But like, I think that's what like takes away the monotony of cleaning for me is like enjoying something that I like want to listen to.
Your back doesn't start hurting after 25 minutes of sweeping?
Nah, bro.
That's what stops me. The
Wait,
bending
what
and snapping.
What are you sweeping for 25 minutes?
Where do you?
No,
fucking
you guys don't understand. He's using a broom that's this big, so when he's going,
okay.
yeah, he's got to get that far down. On
He's-
something.
Okay.
He's
Yes,
like,
he did.
Yeah, it actually takes him 24 hours to clean the one room.
It's the bending and snapping of my torso that just hits my back. Maybe I'm not using my fucking glutes enough, but after a while, my knees, my back, I'm done.
I know.
I'm done. I don't want to fucking
Instead of getting a water filter, maybe you could just get a bigger broom.
get a
you know?
bigger broom.
If you
Just
ask
get a
Ben-
bigger broom.
if you
Like a
ask
water
Ben,
filter.
All right, we have a
every
fucking
day.
normal broom. It's okay. It's a little below average, but still.
25 minutes though, dude. Your room, I could sweep in one fucking long
OCD.
pass.
What I
That's
tell
it.
you,
Yeah.
one pass. It's crazy, man. No, I love sweeping. Sweeping's my shit. That's like I get into. I'm like wipe on, wipe off. I get into my shit. That's like my zen.
You know what I really hate though? I hate mopping. Mopping is awful.
Mopping's not a thing in my.
Mopping does suck.
I'll
Because
Swiffer.
you know
Swiffering is more.
Swiffer changes
No,
the game for mopping.
Swiffer, like,
Nah, 'cause fuck
Swiffer's
that.
cake. I don't even count Swiffer. Like,
It probably doesn't
straight up
work,
using a mop
but
and water, that's
subconsciously,
awful.
like I clean, but probably dirty still.
See, the thing
Yeah,
that I
100%.
hate is to properly mop or properly use a Swiffer. You have to like get everything off the ground first. So like,
Yeah.
it can't be crumbs and shit. And that
Uh,
pisses me off so much.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it's-
you
Yeah.
gotta sweep. You gotta sweep. You gotta sweep
Yeah,
before you mop.
Yeah, but I hate fucking sweeping.
Just
dude.
Swiffer.
Sweeping is
Just
dumb.
Swiffer that fucking shit up, dude.
So I gotta when I moved, to where I'm living at, where I don't remember. I have a.
Yo, the real time cleanup for that was hilarious.
Thank you.
I loved every moment for that. All right, go ahead. My bad.
But I got a Dyson vacuum that is cordless.
Nice.
It's cordless.
Nice.
This changes the game. The second that I got this, I called my mom. I was like, if you just bought this, I would have never complained.
This is not an ad. This is not an ad.
Not an ad, not at all. But
can
I was like,
Dyson, please sponsor us.
I would never have complained about cleaning. This thing is literally like 6 pounds. It can take it wherever I want. The battery lasts for 45 minutes, and it literally does the whole house. Any type of floor, I can take this shit anywhere, and it's amazing.
Wait,
you be vacuuming things you didn't ever know you could vacuum.
Exactly. I'm on my couch.
These curtains kind of dirty.
I'm like, yeah, dude, that's like amazing.
What about a Roomba though? Does Roomba change the entire?
A Roomba is a good idea, but I don't think it actually works. I don't think it actually works, dude. I think it's a cool thing to have. Like if you're rich and you're like, wow, you got a Roomba.
I
think that's the only.
Wouldn't you just have it made?
Well, I think that's the only purpose is to flaunt like you have a Roomba. That means you spent $600 on a robot that doesn't actually.
You think so, bro? There's no way.
That's picking up my Cheerio. That's picking up maybe a Cheerio out of the fucking 40 I dropped on the
the problem I have with a Roomba is who empties it. Like if it emptied itself, it did all that.
Itself.
That's frustrating. It empties itself.
I don't know. Probably.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, so it doesn't. It's not even effective. How many times a day you have to empty it to make it like work the whole day? Probably like
chill. I'm sure you only have to dump it like once every 2 weeks or some shit.
Wait, did Tesla take technology from the Roomba? You think? Because the Roomba can navigate. You know how Tesla could cook like
a little different. I think a little different.
I don't think
there's not a bunch of
Elon's a copycat. Elon's a fucking copycat.
Yes, that's what I've heard. A Tesla is actually just feels like you're in a giant Roomba. It's just a giant.
Leave it up to the fucking if that shit. Yeah, dude. Tesla's crashing, then they just keep going, bro.
I think we need to ask the real question though, right? Like the dicey, spicy question that we're kind of dancing around is.
Yeah, I know where you're about to go.
Who cleans better, men or women?
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about
shit. Okay.
I was talking about inhaling. What's the best fucking cleaner to inhale?
That's a good one too. That might be why I like using Clorox wipes so much. It's the smell. Bro. The smell of clean.
No.
So hard, bro. So hard.
Go straight.
Oh, wait.
Say that one more time, sir.
Yeah, you just like froze.
You froze.
No, you froze. Oh,
you froze.
I'm frozen?
No, you're good.
You did. But what'd you say? You got to repeat yourself.
Who, me?
Yeah,
yes.
you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna.
The frozen boy.
You guys froze.
You're frozen. The fuck.
And I love how he stopped. He's unfrozen and he's still.
I'm taking this offensively.
No, if I don't move,
you got the ghetto connection, bro.
Nah, but one thing that I use like to clean like my toilet or anything like that, ammonia. That shit will get you.
I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm there yet.
Nah, man, that shit will get you.
You know,
ammonia.
Yes,
I'm a lighter. I'm a lightweight when it comes to that shit.
Oh, like Windex scented them. No, like straight up ammonia.
Bro.
You too. That? Everyone's agreeing on ammonia right now?
Yes, dude.
No
like
way.
You use that. You put in like a little spray bottle and dilute it with a little bit of water. Spray that out of your stove. Oh my god, that shit comes off so easy. You don't even have to scrub.
Oh, you're not talking about the scent that you like. You like the scent.
Oh no, I also like the
scent.
Well,
no, it's good for cleaning, but also the scent. The scent will.
You love the scent.
Yeah, that thing will you will pass out if you are in like an enclosed room with that.
People definitely inhale that shit.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay.
But there's actually due to like the whole pandemic and everything, everyone's freaking out buying cleaning products. My mom buys this fucking these Lysol wipes, and they mix with peroxide, and they legitimately smelled like vomit, dude. And I was like, you're cleaning the house, or you're cleaning the counters, you're making sure everything. And it smells like puke. I'm like, it fucking disgusting.
That's the worst.
Wait, why is it mixed with peroxide?
I don't know. It's like a new, I guess, because COVID, everyone's like, let's see what kind of chemicals we can mix.
And you got the 70% alcohol wipes, the 70%ers.
And we're on like an alcohol shortage. You can't get everything. It's like it says with peroxide active power. I'm like, it smells like literally someone vomited in a Lysol thing, and they're just like, just pull them right out and just wipe it all over your house. It was so gross, dude.
Wait, why aren't there cooler flavor or like scents associated with like, if you can make cool candle scents, like why can't you do that with like wipes of cleaning products and shit?
Because children would eat it, dude. Imagine having like
You
sour
make a very
cherry,
good point, bro.
sour.
I mean,
Children,
people
I'd
were
eat that
eating
shit,
Tide
bro.
Pods for a minute because it looked.
Yeah, why do you have to be a kid to eat something cotton candy flavored? I'd immediately try it.
Yeah,
You're sour cherry.
I would drain out the Clorox wipe into my mouth.
Your mom pulls out the. Why are these so dry?
I'm just passed out in the corner.
All over your face. Just
Yeah. I'm okay, Mom, I swear.
Diddy Jr. just asked, why don't they make good flavored poison?
Oh my god. I agree with the Clorox wipes. I just hate the way your hands feel after just using any product. To be honest, I haven't had.
I remember wear like gloves though. I'm not trying to get my hands fucked up.
Fair, but even in the gloves, your hands get like sweaty, and then you get the powder that's
Yeah.
in the glove. And I'm just,
But I'd rather have sweaty
never
hands
satisfied.
than lose my fingertips.
But I feel like immediate shower.
What are you using to clean, bro? Acid?
Bro, I'm trying to get the dirt
Heavy
out,
ass.
alright? I'm
The
trying
hell?
to get the
You
dirt
go to his
out.
house, half his furniture is just melted away. Yeah, bro.
If his life isn't on the line, he's not cleaning right.
Oh,
my fucking god, bro. So who cleans better, men or women? What's the?
I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying
I
to
don't
get
think
locked
that's a
up.
fair. I think it's just experience at the end. I think it comes to experience, right?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
It does.
Nah,
Because
nah, I think
I've
it
known
does.
men that
Nah,
are
it
cleaner
doesn't.
than women and women that are.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
it doesn't come
For
down
sure.
to experience. Actually, it comes down to something completely different.
Okay.
Which is what? You tell us.
And why are you saying men or women? Lock up. We don't use those terms anymore.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We don't use those
Wait,
terms anymore. This,
what
they, or
terms?
What
that.
terms do we use?
Or him or hey.
Yeah.
Without they.
Or
Oh,
hey.
hey,
But they live
hey.
in the bay.
Yeah, I'm
H.
having technical.
Everybody, his
I'm
first,
having
his first
technical
name,
difficulties.
his first name
I'm
starts
having
with
technical.
his first
difficulties.
name starts with the letter H. You guys, his real name.
Oh my god, I'm having technical difficulties. Nah, dude, there is an answer. I'm just trying to see who's gonna go off on the ledge, like who's really about this.
That's how I genuinely.
Okay,
what do you want me
so-
to say?
No. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say historically women, right? Because they had to they were like the ones who stayed home and cleaned and shit. But I think like men can be like as equally as good cleaning too. Like it just depends on how much effort and how much you care about cleaning stuff. I feel like it's not that deep.
I think.
Let's go
athleticism
deeper.
comes
Who's
into
made
play.
to clean? Who's born to
Oh,
clean?
okay. All right.
Who's
All
born
right.
to clean?
Yo,
Who
let's
came
make
into
this
this
last
world?
episode the
Who-
best.
Who came into this world made to clean? That's the question. John's so uncomfortable. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm usually the voice of reason, and now I'm just like, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No.
What do you think, Diddy Jr.?
I honestly think that people are built to clean their spaces, and it doesn't matter gender or any form of sex construct. I think it just comes down to what you would like to do.
Such a civil.
Boo.
Very robotic answer, dude. Very robotic.
That was weak. Boo.
Yo,
Sets us all up. Sets us all up. And then he
threw
comes
it
in-
up, and I was waiting for someone to dunk it down. No, okay, cool. I'll follow. But catch me on that next topic, baby.
It's about to be explosive.
It's about to be a bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, my
Before
cleaning
we-
song. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Before we go off this, what about other aspects of cleaning? What about cleaning ourselves? What do you guys think is like super underappreciated by what we are able to do to clean our own bodies?
I think we
All right,
should.
sorry, Beignet. I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
That's okay.
Right. So I don't want to give up too much about who I am and where I'm from, but one thing I'll say from living in a different country, in a different planet, and then coming to Earth, some of the stuff people use here in America to clean themselves is pretty it's pretty sus. I'm gonna say.
Wait, name
You
one.
need-
Name
yeah,
a
you
sus
need to
item.
provide examples.
Name a
Okay.
sus item.
Head and
So-
shoulders.
So no.
The
So
4-in-1
what people
shampoo.
use to scrub themselves. People either use washcloths or loofahs. That thing does nothing.
Whoa,
what
whoa,
is
whoa,
that?
whoa, whoa, whoa!
You're,
I
you're
will
talking to a
defend-
washcloth
I will
lover.
defend this.
I'm sorry, bro. Nah,
Mm.
I can't be there with you. Just from where I'm from, we use an actual like.
We use straight up acid like we do on our furniture to
Lift
burn
it.
the dirt off our skin.
All I'm saying is what we're using is stronger than that because that's just like cloth.
Stronger than
you're
that.
wiping
What are you
your
using?
skin.
Bro, are you trying to are you trying to
Brillo
like
pad?
shed
You
your
using a
skin?
Brillo
What you guys are
pad?
doing?
No,
But
Brillo
that's not
pad.
it.
Peels his skin off every
No,
night.
no,
He
no,
puts
no.
it in
Wait,
the
wait,
box.
wait, wait.
You got. I
Seize
don't
a
know what you guys
Brillo
are
pad.
doing, but
Seize
it's
a
wrong.
Brillo pad made to clean
Okay.
stove. All right,
Thrag-
let's use that.
Thrag
shit.
comes out of the-
That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna
Drag
go
to
and
peel
take my
this
sponge
layer
right now and show you.
today.
That'd be weird.
Don't
Peels
wanna
through
look
8
like
layers every day.
But you know, the washcloth thing.
Well,
does-
okay, what do you use?
I've used it. It does nothing for me. I'm like, this is
What
not. I don't
That's
feel clean.
crazy.
How do you-
I don't feel
Have you-
clean with that.
You come out of the shower just bleeding, just covered in
No,
blood.
I come out feeling
Calls the
clean.
medic straight out of every shower.
Wait, but what are you using?
Yeah, what,
So-
what is what's
so
the
it's,
device?
it's literally just a sponge, but it's just made different. So you know how like with like a loofah, like the material is like very very fine, right?
What?
like
But
very, very
there's different
fine.
loofahs. There's a real loofah that's like literally. It's
It's like just like a puff, right? Like
that's
I
that's
feel
like,
I'm holding,
a man-made loofah. But then there's the actual ones that are like it's like a weird hard fucking thing. That's like a
like what
natural
I
loofah.
use is harder. Like I didn't know there were different like textures to
Is
loofah. I just thought they were all the same.
Is it of a beige color?
No. Like it's like I kid you, it's not from America. Like it's not from America. So like I can't. I could even like describe it to you. Like, I
how
have to,
long
like-
does it take to ship to you? You get it shipped to you?
No,
Well,
no. I
you've
mean like
used
when I
this
when
since,
I when I came here, I brought it with me. Like
He's
you
like-
know.
He's been using it for.
Oh my lord!
He's
And
actually never
you feel
changed it out.
clean?
He's
You feel
showering with
clean
it
after
for
using
Yes.
it?
for decades.
Yeah,
You
I
sure
do.
about that one?
You never got a new one.
When we're done, I will take a picture of it and send it to you.
Nah, do
Okay,
it
so
now
wait,
live.
wait,
I want
wait,
the.
wait. So that's one level. I'm the washcloth level, but then these two are probably the other level.
I
with the-
loofah'd. I was a loofah.
But you feel clean though with that?
No. What do you use now, then?
I let my nails grow to at least 2
Bro,
centimeters, and then
bro,
I
bro,
scrape
bro.
my inner ball sack.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
Whoa! This I love this conversation because we actually clean ourselves too much, and the products is what actually makes us smell. Everybody, spread the word. The products we use actually make us smell. Stop washing your body with products.
I think that's the point. That's why they're scented, by the way.
But no, that's why we actually smell is because it fucks up our pH.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this like a thing? Is this the
No,
fact
that's a
that
real
we're
thing.
all
That's a
going
real
with?
thing.
Or-
That's why we
Okay.
have to perpetually use all these products.
Okay.
It's because it
So
just actually
so
makes
we
us
should
smell.
stop. That is what you're saying.
Uh,
Should we
but
wrap up ourselves?
But I disagree because
I mean, it's
that
not
just-
a matter of disagreeing or not. It's science, you know. But
No, it's not
you can
science.
disagree. You can
we just,
disagree.
we just smell. Okay,
Go ahead,
but back,
disagree. Have an
back in the-
opinion that doesn't
Okay,
actually
but-
matter, but go for
it
it.
does because back in the day, people didn't clean themselves with anything
Yeah, and they
So
smell
they-
great. And look at them teeth.
because everybody smelled like shit. Everyone expected shit to be
That's
okay.
not true.
If we lived back then, we would be like, oh wow, these people fucking smell. Just like George Washington had fucking wooden teeth and had no dental hygiene. We'd be like, oh, that's normal. That's what they smell like. If
Yeah,
they
that's
lived
a-
I'm
today,
that's
talking
what they
like
like shit.
like when we were like
so we have better
in tribes and shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
they-
talking about.
and they all smelled like shit if they
No.
lived today. If they lived today, we wouldn't walk up to the tribes and
If
be like,
they
oh,
lived today and
rub all
showered
over
with our
us.
shitty products. No,
I'm-
bro, they didn't smell like shit.
What do
But
you
what if I
mean?
don't?
If they if they're rolling around in dirt and bacteria,
Dirt
they're gonna
actually
smell
no,
like
that's the thing. Dirt actually has a great pH to help you balance your pH, so you actually don't smell. Dirt's actually used. You know when like an elephant rolls in dirt and
Okay,
shit.
okay, but that is to that generation
we're
of people.
elephants
like,
now?
We're,
Is that
we're
what we're doing?
completely different.
Well, my
we-
dick does.
Yo, Thrag, don't get in this. Don't get in
Okay.
this.
All right.
We're completely different. What we think is clean, what we smell is clean, what we know is clean, that is all what we base it off of.
Okay.
So just like them, they smell good to their people when they're from their time
no,
frame.
smelling good. That's like a constant. That doesn't fluctuate.
Okay, so
It's
then
not,
stop
though.
showering.
What?
Then you'll smell great. If you just stop showering,
No,
you'll
because
smell
I've
great.
used the products. My pH fucked up, so now I gotta
forever.
perpetually use these
So
products.
just stop showering until it
All right.
fixes
Will you still
itself.
be my friend and hug me and kiss me?
I don't care. I'm not gonna smell you at all. Wear a fucking one of those clothespins on my nose every time I see you.
All right. As long as you hug me.
Wait,
Right.
another question about cleaning. Are you guys bar soap people or body
No.
wash?
Don't ever disrespect me like that ever again.
No, bar
Don't ever
soap
ask
is
me that.
Wait, what did I just what did I say wrong?
Bar soap, bro.
bar soap is
Bar
the
soap
gross-
makes me uncomfortable. Yeah. It does, but I'll
Wow.
use it.
None
I'll
of
use
you
it.
guys are bar soap people.
It's like putting.
Oh, you feel
a
clean.
wax-
You're using
it's
a
like-
sponge from 1932.
Bro, the more I learn, the less I think you were actually clean. Like, I might question our friendship after this. This is
Wait,
wild.
what?
Bar,
Bar
soap,
soap-
my G?
Bar soap is like putting wax all over your body and then you
Literally.
can't move. It like
Well, how do you guys use bar soap? How do you guys use it?
I throw it away. I open it and I put it in the
I
garbage and
use
I go
it.
my
I
body.
use it as a
God.
prank to like make the floor slippery so my mom slips on the way. But that's about
I use it to test my friends. If you shower with bar soap, I'm like, all right, go get
Wow. Wow. That's
All right,
that's
what bar soap do you use though?
Yeah, what brand?
Pick the
What
right
brand is it?
answer. There is a right answer to this, even though
Wait,
it's
there
already the
is?
wrong answer. But there is a right in the wrong.
Wait, no. What's the right answer? 'Cause I'm
The
confused
right,
now.
the right
What
answer
bar
to
soap do you
beignet-
use?
The right answer to beignet is dirt, so it doesn't matter what
Dirt?
you say.
The dirt is actually the correct answer. Good job. Ding, ding, ding. You win. But
I swear to God, at one point, y'all are going to fight.
for sure.
Irish Spring, when I was a wee
Nah.
lad. When
Okay.
I was a
can't
wee
be-
lad.
Irish Spring dries my skin out. It's too.
So
No,
what do you
100%.
I feel
use?
too
I
clean
didn't know
with
that.
Irish Spring.
I didn't know better.
Yeah, so for me, it's Dove,
Okay.
or I actually started using. You guys ever heard of Dr. Squatch? Dr. Squatch? Is that how you say it?
Dr. Squash, yeah.
Yeah, like that organic soap, like for men or whatever. I've been using that. That
Ooh.
shit's fire.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that shit's really, really good.
Nice. So many
Yeah.
sponsors. We gotta stop fucking giving free
Yeah,
advertisement
we're just
to these
giving
people.
away free
No.
content.
This is how we reel them in. They know that they're getting advertisement. They're gonna one of these days they're gonna sponsor us. One of them or all of them. Who
And we
knows?
have to shower live. I fuck with
Yeah.
it.
Wait, so which body washes do you guys use then? Because now I'm curious.
Diddy Jr., would you like to do the honors?
Yeah. Dr. Bronner's hemp soap.
Oh, right. The 19-in-1 thing that you use.
Yo,
The-
dilute, baby.
Talk
Dilute.
about clean. Talk about clean. I could put
The
that
laundry
shit.
detergent.
Oh, you dilute
and the
it?
dishwasher soap.
You
You
dilute
have-
that
yeah,
shit?
no, you're supposed to. Like, that's actually on the bottle. Please don't tell me you put that directly on your body, bro.
What do you do? How do you
That's why,
dilute it?
that's why I use a lot.
With water. What else?
That's not really diluting it. That's the illusion of dilution.
What else? What do you think dilution means?
But is there pollution?
Oh,
Dilution?
Okay.
That doesn't dilute
shit's
it.
fire.
That doesn't dilute. You're just using
What if-
less on a wet rag over a. You're using the same amount over a larger space. Same thing though.
With water, though. Isn't that diluting it?
Yeah, like I don't dry rub myself like I'm under the water. You know what I mean?
Okay. I
So am I
Ye-
cleaner than you?
think your skin's gonna probably dry out faster than mine.
I've been wondering. Like my hand doesn't move because it's like stale. Like I'm at work just like.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah, he's past his expiration date. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, that shit's fire.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Lavender scented. I personally prefer peppermint, but it is
Yes, the
sold out.
peppermint is
Yeah, it's exfoliating as fuck. That's real good
feels
stuff.
good on the booty hole. You
Amen.
feel like a new man.
Oh my god, when it hits your face, oh my god, it's
Yeah?
like it's honestly, it's like a like a massage. It's great.
And then your ball sack feels pretty good.
It's freezing when you get out. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that feeling.
That's naturally what peppermint does to the body. Like it just, what's happening when shit feels cold? Like why does that happen that way?
Well, according to I have no idea.
I
have no
was so
idea.
excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you, Salmonella?
I use Shea Moisture African Black Soap.
Shut up, you call. No way.
I'll be right back.
No way.
Talk
Wait,
talk
do you
while
really-
we
Todd has
get
had
it.
it. No, wait, Todd, you don't even have to leave. I believe you. You've had it. I mean, salmonella. You've had enough
Okay.
black friends in your
Wait,
life.
does he really?
No. Think about it. Think about how many friends of his are minorities.
No, but I get that. But like, that would
It
have to
makes
be a
sense.
conversation, though. You know what I mean?
100%.
Why?
100%.
Why?
Like, why else would you find out
Sleepover.
about
Even,
that?
like even a sleepover mode.
Wait, put that shit up. Let me see that.
Look how casual.
Wow. Yo, good job, man.
Yo, I'm
proud of you.
clapping it up. I'm clapping it up.
That's all. You're
I
just
am
gonna see
clapping it
white
up.
people
That's
trending, just showing their fucking shampoo bottle.
Awesome.
I support. I
Wow.
support.
Yo, I'm so sorry for questioning you.
You're the real MVP right there.
Are you
man.
gonna lather
Big
it right
facts,
now?
bro.
It has.
You know what? It's okay to use
That's
bar
real.
soap. That's
That's
fine.
real. That's real.
That's fine. It's okay. You know, if you're using that, it's all good.
Wait.
It's like-
Story of how you found that, though. Story of how you found that.
Honestly, I was watching some YouTubers, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I need to find a different body wash because at home my family would just buy a 1 in 43, and you just,
Yeah.
you know, you could use
Clean.
it.
Take notes, Diddy Jr. Take
You
notes.
could
Yo,
use
watch
it
your
as
mouth.
gasoline for your car. You could use it to clean anything you want. So I was like, let me look at some like actual body wash that people like, and I was like, okay, I found this, and I was like, I gotta try it. It says they say it smells good, so I bought it on Amazon, and I like it, so I'm gonna rebuy it.
So, based on what you used to use to what you use now, like, you know,
Oh, for
like,
sure, this is night and day. And what I use to clean my body is I have like this very like long rectangle with like 2 ropes on the end, and it like is a exfoliating like pad, but it's
Oh my
like
god.
very long. So I
Okay.
can get my back like this and stuff, but I can also ball it up.
Maybe I'm
It's
the
fun.
dirtiest here. I'm
Okay.
just fingernail.
It's,
man.
Okay.
I'm the fingernail.
I-
boy.
You know what?
I feel
Dude,
vulnerable.
it's like he
Yo,
knows how to. He
for
knows how
real.
to. He knows
I'm
hygiene.
so
Came out of
impressed.
nowhere. He was just quietly in the corner.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
like, hold
thought
up,
he was
hold
out
up,
here, he
hold
had-
up,
damn,
hold
bro.
up.
Well,
I'ma
I
hold
was
it.
I was listening to you guys talk about rubbing candy
I,
canes.
I
on
feel like a
fucking-
novice. That is fucking.
Okay, all right. I see you, Salmonella.
So when
Okay.
you go to Foot Locker, do they like come closer to you and maybe go like, because you smell so fucking phenomenal?
I don't get any extra attention from it at all, actually.
Really?
But I also use cocoa butter after the shower because I used to have very unmoisturized skin.
Clean.
The most-
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean.
Chill,
Oh,
chill. I'm blurring
yeah.
that out. I'm blurring that out in the edits. They're not getting that free fucking advertising. Chill.
And
Wait,
for
put it on. Put it
$19.99.
on. Put it on right now. Just show.
How-
show 'em what
how
it
will our
does.
fans
Show
I
'em
don't
what
want to
it
be
does.
shiny. I don't want to be
All our
shiny.
fans know, though. Our fans need to know how to
Big
properly,
facts,
you know.
bro.
That's true. How do they know
They
how to
need to
apply
know
it?
how to
We're introducing
moisturize, how
them.
to clean themselves.
You guys,
know
this
what
is
I'm saying?
cocoa butter, and this is how you apply it. Go ahead, Diddy Jr.
Yeah.
I would. It's just I don't want to shine like a diamond.
All right,
In
Brianna.
the sky.
Wait, do any of you guys use Vaseline? Well, I'm asking only 2 people, really. So I'm asking Salmonella and
Say-
Diddy Jr.
Say it one more time.
Vaseline?
Beignet is out of this? What is this?
Vaseline.
Am I just the
Vaseline.
dirtiest man that doesn't take
I
care
know,
of himself?
I know you don't. I know you don't, Vinya. I know you
I'm
don't.
dry. I'm dry.
I don't use
I know you
Vaseline.
don't.
I'm
I
dry.
use Vaseline if I'm like my nose is stuffy. I use it for my
Really?
You're
lips
Vaseline.
sometimes.
You're Vicks. You're thinking Vicks, I think.
No. I
Vaseline.
No, he knows what Vaseline is. Don't insult
Yeah,
him.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
So like
Vaseline is like
after you
lubricant.
cleanse your nose out with like a saline, you then throw some Vaseline.
Oh.
Won't dry you during your sleep, and it'll keep
Makes
everything
sense.
nice and
Have you ever
dry.
used Vicks to like shove Vicks in your nose? Okay.
I've shoved Vicks in my nose, but also it's really bad to put it on your chest. You can get pneumonia like that.
Vicks.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because it opens up your pores to a point where it lets in a lot of cold air directly into your chest.
That's
Oh, is that
literally
what
where
is
I
that what
put it
Vicks
first.
does? It opens up your pores.
Well, that's not what it's. Well, yeah, that's one of the things that it does.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why you
Okay.
do not apply directly to chest and then like.
Right, in the
I don't
Dominican
think I've ever
culture,
really
I was
used it
raised on
because I'm not
Vicks.
a
Any
Vic.
illness, I would just fucking Vicks.
Vicks.
That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah, no, that's a common trope. But yeah, a big fan of Vaseline. I've used it for different purposes.
yeah. Nah, put that shit on my lips. Gotta keep it.
Really bad for your lips though. It'll dry you out. I know,
Oh, don't
I know
say
that's
that.
a conversation we've had. Don't use it all the time. Don't use it all the time.
But then what am I supposed to use then for my lips?
Water,
Nothing.
hydration.
Oh, well, this is a conversation for a different.
Yeah.
set, But yeah, we'll have that later because I need to know how to keep these things looking juicy.
What's another word for chapstick?
Bombs.
What's another word for chapstick? Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Diddy Jr.
Dropping bombs on him.
dropping
Bombs.
bombs.
Yeah, I think you should introduce this topic, Diddy. I
Honestly,
think
No. I have no
That
problem.
was a beautiful segue. Can I get a little? Thank you. Go me. Bombs. There was actually just a bomb. Someone was threatening right near where we were.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was a guy claiming there was a bomb in his car, and there was cops surrounding it. Yeah.
Wait, in Times Square?
No, very close to us.
Let everyone know where you are. It's all good.
Yeah,
I'm in California, but that's cool.
very close to.
All good.
No, that's it. I have a home out there. You wouldn't understand. It's money.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm only from an alien planet, whatever.
You don't understand trust funds.
You
It's
were
cool.
born into the wealth. That's not
Trust funds.
I work
That's
for it.
everything.
I work for it.
The fuck?
Um,
No, bombs. I think bombs are an interesting conversation for two reasons. Are they good or are they bad?
We basically microwaved the country, so I don't think that's good.
But there are bad people who deserve to be bombed sometimes.
Yeah.
a bad person, not 1,000 people that should get hurt because of that
It's
person.
it's bombs are the issue with bombs is the collateral damage that happens with them.
Maybe that.
I think
collateral damage
the
might be
I don't know if
good.
it's a paradox or if it's
You're fishing
ironic.
tonight. You are
or-
definitely fishing tonight.
I don't know. I just feel like it's like weird how countries all have nuclear weapons, but like no one wants to use them. You know what I mean? Not that they should, but it's like everyone has them. So it's like, hey, if you bomb us, then we'll bomb you. But like they know that like if anybody who pulls that trigger are basically gonna fuck the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
That-
there's gonna be like a whole nuclear war and the world's gonna to get destroyed. But it's like that's like it's like it's like press for emergencies, but we're never actually gonna press it.
That's the reason
that
why
whole
people.
concept's weird to me.
Yeah, everyone has a nuclear. It's like nuclear deterrent. Everyone has to have
Yeah.
the same technology so that nobody can feel like they have to bow down to the person that has
Bro,
that technology.
let's be honest, bro. Whatever the United States, you're telling me the United States doesn't have something more
No, we
badass than a
do.
nuclear
We do,
bomb,
but
right?
we
Oh
don't-
no, they do.
We do, but
Probably.
that's the
Contingency plans up the ass.
But that's the reason
Bro.
why people are always trying to get to like they are. It's going to constantly be happening throughout the world. Is that people?
So
are
what's the
always trying to
difference
catch up.
with? Wouldn't you rather it be like out in the open and we have conversations about it versus it be like, no, we don't have that many nuke heads. We only have nukes. Like, wouldn't you rather it be like an open, like, yeah, no, we have nukes and we also have the ginormous bomb that will kill everything that we want type shit.
But it depends. It's like what if would I want to have that conversation if I'm working towards world peace and do I want everybody to love each other and like let's be honest or
World peace is bullshit. It's
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So what's the point of telling everybody you have all these things if you're not doing it so you like lay all your cards on the table to like open
Wow.
up
I
conversation.
feel like it's also more threatening to like bluff or just like leave it a secret and have them think you have something
Nah, dude.
more.
There's nothing more threatening than me being like, look at. There's an entire like in war. Don't you like show off the size of your army to be like, yo, like you have parades to show
Yeah.
off your army to be like, look what I could fucking do to your country.
It's like how we pretended to go to the moon so we could beat Russia in the Cold War. And I'm just kidding. I believe that we actually went to the moon, but
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, it doesn't
How do
sound
bombs actually work? Remind me. Is it the pressure wave? Is it the radiation? What's killing people?
It's the explosion of fire.
I know by close radius, but what's hurting me like 200 yards away? Okay,
200 yards, the explosion.
five football field away.
The explosion. I think there's like
Is
a
it the
certain-
pressure?
Like a shockwave,
It's
but like that's not gonna kill you though.
that's
right?
what I'm saying. So
Well,
So
it
what's
depends on the
killing me?
bomb. If
Yeah.
it's a nuclear bomb, it's the radiation that's just like
Yeah.
wiping out everything, fucking up
Yeah.
your genes. You're having three-legged babies type shit.
is that a
Yeah.
bad thing?
Shout out to Naga. I don't know. Ask Hiroshima. I'm sure they're fine, right?
Oh, did you guys see that? Like apparently in Chernobyl, there is like it's basically like a wildlife sanctuary now because
Yeah.
obviously humans can't live there.
It's
But
restarted.
like all these animals are living there and like they're like thriving. But like nobody knows like if the animals like how like the radiation has affected them. Like if they're
We're
if
gonna
like,
have
they
some
also
fucking
have like tumors. You know what I mean? Like nobody knows. But it's like the animals are like thriving and reproducing and like endangered species are like thriving in a radiation zone, which is like crazy.
20 years from now, there's going to be like a whole race of animals that are communicating with humans that came straight from Chernobyl. There'll be a whole new
There's
race of
a
people.
Russian dude who spends time out there who communicates with like the wolves there. He's like lives with them.
There we
Oh
go.
wait, so you can
No,
you can
you
spend
can
time
go
there
to-
now.
You can't spend extended periods of time, but I'm pretty sure there was like last year there was an entire like tourism around Chernobyl after the HBO show where people were going there.
Oh
and
yeah,
spending, like,
yeah.
2 to 3 hours to go like visit Chernobyl, and it's like there's a reason no one's here, bruh. Like
Did anyone actually watch that show? Was that a good show?
I did. It's intense. It's intense.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah,
you know
I heard
what's
that.
gonna happen.
I heard that show was pretty good.
Like it's something that you'd recommend to someone? Because I'm not trying to watch people like die from radiation.
I mean, it's a period piece.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. If you're interested in history, then watch it. If you're not interested in history, don't watch it.
I mean, I think it's something that like people should know about, considering like nuclear, not just nuclear weapons, but like nuclear energy is like a thing that
Yeah,
like-
it doesn't. It's different because it doesn't just impact the people of that time period. The
Right.
places that have been nuked, those people are still dealing with the genetic effects of radiation.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
multi-generational impact. I don't know if that's ever deserved, or is it?
I don't think so. I mean, because all those people who came afterwards you would consider them innocent, right? Like they were just collateral damage, basically.
Shouldn't you have to pay for the sins of your ancestors? Isn't that what reparations are about?
As a black man, yes, I agree with that. Very much.
So why would it be different for the different races?
Because I'm from America and we were the one who dropped the bomb. So
shouldn't you have a nationalistic pride in what we've done to maintain our superiority over?
no, I'm not falling for the trap. No,
Oh, okay. No, I'm just asking questions.
I'm not. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Woo! We go to the next level, baby. Let's get excited. Let's go. Are we gonna talk about the big fucking thing in the room? The goddamn dropping bombs on fucking Palestine? We're not gonna talk about that?
all I know is people dislike Gal Gadot even more now.
That bitch
Because of-
sucks.
Wait, what
Because of-
happened? What happened? Is this Wonder Woman?
Yeah, because everybody knows, like, she's from Israel and like she was like in the I think it's called the IDF. Like everyone's like required to like be in the military. It's like
Yeah.
regardless, like like when you're growing up and stuff like that. And she's been very supportive of her country's, how do I put this? Her country's actions against Muslims and Palestinians and people who live in like the Muslims who live in Jerusalem and stuff like that.
Can I get a 101 update on what's going on in the world? I don't keep up with the news. Don't.
Oh, you didn't see that video of the Iron Maiden just
No,
shooting missiles out of the air
I
like-
didn't.
like a comic book? Like it was wild. Basically, well, Doc Diddy Jr., I feel like you know more about this than I do. It's just like the little that I've seen. So
No,
maybe
I
you
don't.
can.
You should speak to it. I will
Okay.
support you in any way that I can.
Okay, so basically, I don't know how it started, but basically,
It's a 2,000-year war.
yeah, it's like a thing that literally, if you read the Bible, like it literally, like if you're believe in God and believe in the Bible, like that's where it comes from, but like that's part of the origin
It's a fight over
of
religious
the
land.
war.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about basically about like
Okay,
religious land and
okay.
how like certain parts of Jerusalem should belong to the Palestinians and how certain parts of Jerusalem should belong to the Israelites, basically. So this war has been going on for like thousands of years, and I don't like it's because I saw in the news they were saying it was Hamas, the terrorist organization, that were like shooting these missiles. But, like I don't know if that's like true or not, but at this point I know that the Israeli government has retaliated and now they're shooting missiles as well. But like that's
It's-
all I don't know
Who's responsible for like continuing this story and this rivalry? Like,
well,
I feel like at some point,
it's religious at this point. Like it's not even about who's responsible. Like it's
It's also not a
I
fight
guess the people
anymore.
are,
Yeah,
but it's
not a
literally
fight
like
anymore.
religious. Like if you were born in Israel and you're a Jew, right? Is that
you're
if you're-
raised to
or
hate whoever.
sorry, if you're Hebrew, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong
Yeah, I
thing.
don't know that. I don't. But is it? I thought it's not really a war anymore. I thought it was more
It's
like
not a war anymore.
Israel is
I think
more
they're just
like
bored.
powerful.
Yeah, no. It's not
Israel
it's not
is
like
much more
all out.
powerful.
It's
And they're
yeah,
just
it's not
kind
like
of-
an all-out war.
They're just
but
kind
I
of
but
just
I mean like
slamming Palestine. Just
but it's
repeatedly.
like that though because Israel have been like they're preventing them from even like becoming like from even like competing with them basically. If
Yeah,
that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
no,
The
there's-
same
They're
way how-
basically knocked out Palestine, and they just keep punching the
Yeah.
shit out of
Yeah.
them.
exactly like the same way how like the United States are trying to like keep like Iran and North Korea from having nuclear weapons, and it's like they're like no, like first of all like we're on the other side of the world, so you can't touch us, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But like in this case, Palestine aren't so lucky because they're right there, and Israel can just shoot. Israel have like Israel have one of the best militaries in the world. First of all, they also have
the best military in that region.
Yeah,
not only in the world, but in that specific region. Palestine doesn't even
exactly.
have an army. Palestine is just a group of people who once have claim to the land due to religious rights, and now are being forced into these like very small internment areas. And it's always been bad, but now they're just like openly murdering them in the Gaza Strip, and no one's because you need, well, no, not we, but because the United States needs Israel to be a partner in that region of the world, because we have lots of enemies there, we won't outrightly speak against them. And because of that, they're just kind of allowed to murder an entire group of
and
people.
now and then it's super visible, like it wasn't
before. It's not even, we're not like, usually there's like passports. They would prevent food from coming to those areas. They've bombed the Gaza Strip lots of times where they've put Palestinians there. And it used to always be under a guise, like there'd be an excuse of why they felt the need to do it. Now it's just like outright.
How many Israelis do you think like back that? Like, do you think the majority of the country or
probably?
Yeah. If you speak out against Palestinians, you're viewed as an anti-Semite. Or like if you were an Israeli, or even in the United States,
so it's so like in their culture that you're the oddball if you speak any.
But think about it: if you were to grow up in a place where you're told that those people are lesser than, like, why would you view? Why would your
I just didn't realize.
Not even just that though, but like Israel have a long history, right? Like
but not as long
like
as
Israel has such like a long history, and also just going back to like the religious aspect, like. It's almost like we deserve, you almost have like that mindset of like, hey, not just that like, hey, like Hitler tried to killed 6 million of us, but like going back to like when the pyramids were built, and again so many Israelis were like enslaved by the Egyptians. Like it's like they have like a long history of being oppressed, and it's almost like now it's like, hey, like we can take care of ourselves. This is our land, and we want to be a powerhouse, and we want to not do whatever the fuck they want, but they want to like run shit basically. Like
they're doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I mean, like even got to the point where they were the whole COVID thing. Like they were only giving vaccines to their people. Like they weren't vaccinating people like the Palestinians who lived in their country. Like they were just like, nah. Like we won't give you any until all our people are vaccinated, then we'll give you some. And even then, it's like still kind of iffy. Like, are they giving them like like the good like the good vaccines, or like the ones that are kind of more
It's not a war. It's not a war. It's just
it's very one sided. So it's not a war.
The unfortunate thing is like if Israeli stopped doing that, right? It wouldn't stop Israel. Stop doing that. It wouldn't stop. Like they'd want retaliation. Then it would just like continue.
But they don't have the ability to retaliate. They don't have like.
I'm saying there's like no end to it, so they might as well just fucking keep fingering their fucking asses.
But it's the hard part of it is like if you feel like you have a divine right, because you can't argue religion. That's the hard part. Like who has rightful claim over religious rights?
Yeah.
Or religious land, like there is no end to that. There is.
Isn't it funny if you look at it like a religious way? Like, God would want us to fucking murder a shitload of people. Grab the land.
Even more crazy to me is people who have been so persecuted throughout history to then turn around and be like, no, this makes sense. What? How do you not like completely understand where they're coming from? Like, even if you don't agree on the religious fact of it, you could be like, all right, I don't agree with the religious portion of this, but I don't think that we should be persecuting these groups of people. I don't know. It's crazy that you could deal with something like Hitler and then you have your own internment camps as a
Wow, shit like that's still happening, and we just don't know about
it. It's gonna keep happening. Like, the U.S. have like different presidents have tried. It's got to the point where now the United States presidents, they're just like, no, we won't touch it. We'll just support them no matter what.
Okay, so say we don't support Israel. What happens? Who?
You lose your one country in the area that's filled with.
I feel like we could still take them. No,
we could.
the
who?
enemies. I don't know who's gonna hurt us.
I mean,
Do you want? The point is, do you want
do
to
you want
start
to?
another
Do you
war?
really want to see the consequences of that though?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
are you really willing to risk?
I mean, if we're that all that, is
Thousands
it
of
really that
lives?
much of a consequence? If we're really that powerful and that advanced?
No, but
in
it's not about that though, right? Because if you think about it from the United States standpoint, right? They basically have. It's almost like they have an army there already fighting like that. Like they don't have to send their own people there. You know what I mean? It's like the people like Israel are already there in that region. They believe what they believe, and they're fighting
for
and
us.
not even for us. They're fighting for themselves, but we also benefit from that because we're fighting the same people, but for different reasons, right? So like for us, it's about the fight against terrorism. For them too, it's going to be the fight against terrorism, but it's for them it's going to be deeper than that because for them there's also a historical and religious history and aspect. You know what I mean? So it works exactly. It works in their favor. So it's not like their enemies are. Well, I mean, I guess they're friends, but at this point, it's like, why would we stop? Why would we stop them from doing what we want to do? Like we don't have to pay money for it. I mean, though I think we do give them money.
We do.
Right?
We pay.
Yeah, we give them a lot of money. Yeah. So we do give them money. We basically
but that's why you kind of question like if we are responsible for giving you so much money, why don't we have more say in the roles? But like it's once again, how do you argue religion?
That's true, but at the end of the day, again, it's they're the ones who are living right there, like ground zero with their people's lives on the line. Like we have a choice to send people there, right? Like I mean, wasn't it just a couple, like probably like a month or two ago that Biden was like, oh, we're gonna remove people from Afghanistan? Obama did that too, and that never happened. Like people have been in Afghanistan for like what, over 20 years now, right? Is it around that? But like for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah, for a really, really long time.
Maybe,
and every president's been like, we'll take them out. Well, depending on which president is in charge. If it's a Democrat, they say we'll take him out. If it's a Republican, they say we'll keep him there. Basically,
I will credit Donald Trump in removing lots of troops out of
if we're to take a different perspective on war here, is there a beauty to war? Is there an art in war?
The Art of War. Anybody read that book?
I didn't, but I'm hoping one of you did.
I feel like did
I read the first 50 pages.
Is it actually about war and the art of it?
100% it's actually about war.
Okay, what's the beauty of war? Let's see.
Based on my first 50 pages.
Just your opinion. Don't even regard the book. Just is there a beauty to the strategy and the suppression and killing of
if you think about people? It, right? War is about strongholding another group of people, but it's also about like everyone that you are in control of must all agree on that same end goal, and you have to get an entire group of people to think and do what you want them to do. That anytime I think is fucking really difficult to do. To convince an entire collective of people of what they're doing is the right thing to do, that's insane.
Like I don't know if it's in The Art of War or if it's in a different book, but like there are literally books about different ways of like there's like a proper way to like invade a country and take over it without having the citizens of that country fight back against you.
Wait,
there's like so many different ways. There's like certain ways to go about it where it's like you don't like you still let them live the way that they live, but you don't just like change their, you know what I mean? Like you don't just like overtake and change their culture and stuff like that. Like, and that goes back to, like just looking at history, like how the Roman Empire fell. Like really, like the Roman Empire like spanned all of Europe into North Africa, even into the Middle East, I believe too. And it fell mostly because of political reasons, but also because people were just like, bruh, like we don't care about your.
Yeah, they spread themselves a bit too thin.
Yeah, like they spread themselves too thin. It's like we don't care about your values. Like we were living our lives, and you came here and started putting your values on us, and we don't want that. Like there's like a way to do it where people won't fight against you, but I don't know. Like the whole aspect of that though, like invading a country and putting your ideals on them, in theory is interesting, but in practical terms and in reality, it's.
But do you see how that could be useful in an application in different portions of your life?
Yeah, and that was the whole point of the book. Again, I don't remember which book it was, but like that was the whole point of the book of that's doing it on a large scale. But if you're doing it on a micro scale, just in your own life, even just in terms of like in a leadership role, right? Like you're at work
Right,
and
exactly.
you're leader of like a group, of a group, or you're project manager or whatever. Like those skills are important in leading people and being able to manage people. Because that's another thing that's really important, just being able to manage people in whatever situations that you're in.
That's the true skill. That's
the real important aspect of it. But they just put it in like a war context because it's still the same skill, just in a different avenue, basically.
Do you think that people? You said that you have to get everybody to think that they're doing something or they believe in the reason that they're fighting this war. Do you really think? I don't think that necessarily might be the case. I think that a lot of people, because if you look back when we had wars, we would send young kids, 17, 18-year-old kids out to these countries, and I don't know if all of them probably did it because they thought that what they were doing is prideful. I think a lot of them was either forced, and there's a whole level of like fear and like taking commands and just blindly following orders.
I'm not saying what's happening is a good thing. There's definitely a propaganda aspect of it where you're definitely manipulating people.
But I don't think the soldiers necessarily. Maybe the countries, the people that are not actually fighting the wars are doing it for the same, like they believe in what they're doing. I feel like there's a certain aspect of like they just...
Well, I think it's like patriotism in America. Like it's frowned upon if you don't want to fight for the country. We're not necessarily, like, more so in like the middle of our country. It's like if you go to war and you're like, that's something super prideful. Like
but I don't think everybody carries that patriotism into war. I think
but I think that's
started experiencing like times where like, wait, holy fuck,
But back then it was like, if you didn't go to war, you were
you still are. You're still kind of viewed that way.
But my point is, like, when you're actually you're following the orders, you're about to kill someone, and then you're like, wait, that's a person, and they don't really need to die, and I'm killing them for some dumb reason I don't even believe in. Like, I feel like...
Well, I think it's too late at that point.
Yeah, 100%. It's not like life or death.
Yeah, and it's not like you're just putting them in like these people are being like their mindset is being changed in that whole training process leading up to them being put into that position, right? It's not just like, hey,
you're essentially giving you're essentially giving all the soldiers a fucking mental illness, like a mental health illness to deal with when they finish their war. Like every single mental...
I mean, there's an entire aspect of it that's like brainwashing. I'm not saying that in itself is a good thing. I'm saying that's fucking impressive. That's
I mean, like, doesn't that happen?
It's impressive. It's impressive that
we're not saying
manipulate
it's
the world. Like,
I'm not saying it's a good. I think it's terrible. But could you imagine? You've convinced 5, despite seeing all, they know history. You know how bloody Vietnam is, and I still get a 17-year-old kid to sign up to fight for what? I couldn't even tell you.
But most likely, the people that sign up for war are the people that don't. They need structure in their life. Like, when was the last time you saw
back then or now? Now or back then? Now or back then?
Yeah, but when was the last time you saw a valedictorian go, I'm going to be a Marine?
We're also forgetting, though, that, like, back then, people, like, there was a draft. Like, we're forgetting about that. Like, I feel like that was, like, a thing that happened where you didn't have a choice unless, like, you had some sort of medical, some sort of medical thing that prevented you. So I think now it's more about...
But think about how even more impressive that is. You're talking about people who don't even want, not in a draft, but like people who don't even fully believe in what you're telling them and are still signing up to go to war.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's not even just that though, right? Because there's also the whole aspect of too, like...
But it's the promises that they sign.
Yeah, it's what they promise.
It's the promises of like you get an education.
You
get an education. You'll be secure. You'll have all these benefits. That's what they're not doing it because they believe in what you're doing. They're manipulating.
That's a percentage. I agree with you. That's a percentage of those people. But that the part that you're missing is that I'm still convincing you to sacrifice your life for.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Diddy's not saying it's like a good, but like it's just impressive to be able to manipulate people to that extent.
I'm telling
Well,
you,
well, hold
it's
on.
like
Let me-
it's like
let me
me
put it to you
leading
this
you
way.
to your death and promising you like, no, you're gonna be fine, and when you get back, I'm gonna give you all this shit.
But
Trust.
it's not. But what I'm saying is, it's not a difficult thing to do. It's not impressive because it's
Bro,
not
you're
hard to do.
gassing. Because
If you can promise those things to people that have no hope,
That's
then
fair.
yes,
That's
they're
fair.
gonna take it.
I mean,
That's not hard to do.
you're also you're making the assumption
You're not taking the smartest
some people.
brightest people
Oh my
and,
god.
and
Okay,
making
okay.
them into soldiers.
bro,
You're not taking the people
That's
that
not
have
true at all, though.
opportunity.
That's
You're
the thing.
not
That's
taking
not
the
true.
people that
How
those
do you
people
have
become
drones?
officers. Those
how
are the
do
ones
those,
who
yeah. How do you have
those are the ones who
drones?
become in control.
How do you
who
get
become
snowed in?
generals.
Salmonella, you'd
They're
How
the
be
do
ones
you
who
surprised.
send
Snowden?
to
The people
die.
on the front line are not the people that have
Wars aren't fought like that anymore, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to have the smartest people in the world to fight. Like,
That's true.
there are people.
Bro, yeah,
we're
the
flying-
smartest people
So,
are
so then you're not risking
in the
your
Air
life.
Force. Like they're
So then you're not risking your life. If you're talking about being behind a desk for 4 years, controlling drones in
So
the air.
what is Edward
you're not-
Snowden?
What are you saying? Like, are you talking about the guy that the dude that?
Yeah, 100%. A
Yeah,
very
okay,
smart dude behind a
fine.
desk
But that's fine. But
who
that's
is
complete-
now can't
but
even
you-
come
but-
into the
but-
country and
but-
his life
but-
is constantly
yeah.
at risk.
Yeah, but your argument was you're risking your life for this cause. You're not risking your life if you're working behind a computer. You're not
Yes,
doing
you
that.
are.
No, but you're
You were
you're
telling
no,
me
you
about
are.
your
not
mental
getting
health
shot at.
and how
Yeah,
it
you're risking
completely
your mental
changes
health
you.
though.
That is
Like-
still part
like
of
you're
your
killing
life.
someone
You're
on the-
completely
from a-
different.
Yeah.
You do not come back from war unscathed. Whether it's like you arm,
That's not always true. That's not always
lose
true.
the ability to, or your like fucking sanctity of like understanding something, you don't come back the same. Period. Whether you're
disagree.
behind a desk or whether you're on the front lines.
I disagree. I think that's why it also is because a lot of people are able to get away with not doing much nowadays, not like
100%.
participating much and getting
that's what I'm
reaping all
saying.
the benefits.
That's what I'm saying. It's not hard. It's not hard.
You're
to
telling
convince
me
someone.
they're walking.
I'm talking
away.
back then. I'm talking back then. If
A
you
lot
were
of people
recruiting
do.
for the army when you have to go and you know you're going to an active war
So
zone.
then why do we still deal with people who are dealing with PTSD? If that's the case, why do
because
we
there
have
are
any
people.
issues?
Because there are people that are.
But it's a
in
large
active war zones.
percentage of those people. That's a good amount of people who come back with problems. That's not something that you can just like
But
overlook.
when you say come back, like, what are you saying? They're like stationed in these countries and then they're actively.
I'm not even. I can
getting
tell you
murdered?
there are examples of people who are only in charge of drones. They never go overseas, and their entire job is just shooting down at countries that they've never even been to. And
But
they
they're
do it
but they're
in-
watching themselves murder people.
Exactly.
that's gonna affect-
Yeah. Okay, okay.
But that's my point. You
but
don't
that's-
have to go overseas to do it. You can
Okay,
do it at home
so
and work a 9 to 5.
I agree. If you actually have to participate in the war, yes, you're not coming
I
home
agree.
with nothing. But there's a large percentage that don't even have to participate. They could just
I agree
reap
with
the benefits.
100%. There are people
Oh, so
who
you're talking
don't-
about people who are like in like the reserves and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's
Right?
a
So we're
lot.
talking
Yeah,
about-
there's a good amount of people
Okay,
that
okay,
don't
no, I mean, but I
necessarily
don't-
make it to even
But yeah,
doing
well,
anything.
I
Like,
mean,
they just.
I don't think we're talking about those people.
That's
though.
not what
Are we?
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
we're not talking about those
who
people because those people aren't actually
experience
seeing any
war.
actual active.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
But that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's not impressive to bring those people in. Well, it's not impressive to bring those people to that are not gonna actually do anything that is gonna be like actively war fucking murdering people. Like, it's not hard to, because they're not risking anything. You're telling them, come here, train, get abused for months mentally and physically, and then after that you can do whatever you want to do.
Okay,
It's
but
like-
here's the thing though, like
situation
they're
where
still
you-
in the army. So like if the army, like let's say something changed and they needed, and like the army or like the government decided, hey, we need people. Those people in the reserves would be shipped out.
Yeah,
It's not. It's not like. It's not like they're just like, oh, hey, we're
oh
part of
fuck
the army,
shit,
but like we
oh
don't
fucking
participate.
shit. They would be like, oh fucking shit, I didn't
Yes,
think I was
exactly.
gonna do
Yeah.
this.
So like
I
you're
really
right. but,
wish I
like,
didn't
it's
sign
not,
up
it's
for
not
this.
impressive because like those people, they're more there for the. I mean, I can't say that for a fact. I'm not in that situation. So let's just assume those people are there for the benefits, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that like some of them still aren't willing to risk that. Like their life plan may just be different. You know what I mean? But sorry,
Right, Diddy.
go on, Didi Jr. I see your hands up. Go on, son.
I would just, yo, don't ever call me son again. I will throw money at your face.
A dummy? What'd you say?
Money. I'm Diddy Jr., nigga. I'll throw money right in your face. No, you know, it's a great way of dealing with PTSD for different
Wait,
people.
before you
is-
go there. Do you think people who haven't actively participated in war deserve the respect of being an army person? Or do you...
A veteran?
Well, no, people who haven't actively and who might have not actively participated in war, like
Do you think
there's
they
this thing
deserve to
that
be considered a veteran?
there's this thing that they want kind of the respect, like, and
Can
they
we
want
speak
to
openly about this? Don't you think it's kind of fucked up that there are certain people who are 100% like, who join the army with the idea that like it'll provide them with prestige in their life and have absolutely no fucking desire to ever be in
That's
any
what
form
I'm saying.
of an active
Yeah.
war.
Do they
They're
deserve?
just there to be able to say like, I was in the army.
Do they deserve my salute? Like, thank you for your service. Do they deserve one of those?
Well,
while I'm in CVS purchasing a Reese's bar?
My only thing though is like, how would you know? Like, how would you know
You could
who
tell.
are the people who actually?
If he has a lot of if he has a lot of gel in his hair and it's slicked back, he hasn't gone to war. He hasn't gone to war.
But he could be an officer though.
No.
No?
He
No?
hasn't gone to war.
Okay.
If you wear gel, you haven't gone to war.
I'm got one. Todd, I got one. Todd, I got one. I caught a fish. I caught a fucking fish. No, what I was gonna say was that I think that art therapy is a very useful way for dealing with PTSD that I heard. Yeah.
Okay.
What does that involve? Is that you specifically maybe drawing us? Do you know the details of what art therapy is, like how that works?
I think you're supposed to do the art and then it's still talk therapy, but you're distracting
Art.
those.
Like
I'm saying, is
drawing,
it
painting?
specifically?
Is that what you just said? Do the art? Is that what you just said?
Sorry, I got distracted. Poor people. What were you saying?
You say do the art? What does that mean?
All right, you do arts and crafts. You're doing crafts while you're also talking, and the idea is, I think, for you to be distracted from you participating in the arts, that it like more easily allows you to communicate with someone.
Nah,
Open up.
they should just have those people clean and then clean and take their mind off
Just
it and then
sniff
talk
some
to them.
ammonia and call it
Yeah,
a day.
that's what I'm saying.
You're saying you have the
Like, hey,
cure?
Do the dishes real quick and we'll talk about your trauma.
Yeah, you killed someone, but my dishes are dirty, so shut up and fucking clean.
2 birds with 1 stone. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, is that a cool talk show idea? Like, setting up the table and like you get like a famous person and you're just setting up dinner with that person, and that during that time you just talk to them or something,
Like, they
Sure.
like help you cook dinner, and
or
then
help you
guys-
cook, or help you.
Probably,
not cook,
yeah. I
but,
mean,
like,
anything can be a podcast now, right?
There's a version of that.
you know.
I think it's
There's a
Bert
couple versions of
Bert
that.
Kreischer does something where he
All
like
right, then never mind.
has people come over and they cook a meal while they're talking shit to each other.
All right, then let's clean. Have they cleaned before? And
There's
That would be
literally
useful.
there's literally YouTube channels dedicated to women walking around their house cleaning.
Why
just-
women specifically?
No, I'm not talking about specifically women, but
Oh no, I was just checking. I was just.
what I've seen is these channels
Mhm.
are these women just walk around, they clean their house, and they wear like really tight clothes, and they just have like
Yo.
slow-mos of their
Yo.
just like
Sex
cleaning.
sells. Sex sells. Sex
Salmonella.
sells.
Yeah,
would
it
you
sounds
listen
like-
to
it sounds like you're
ASMR
trying to tell us
of
something.
me scrubbing the tub?
It sounds like I witnessed someone watching these videos, and I was like, "Are you
Uh-huh.
fucking kidding me?
Sure.
You're actually spending your time watching this person?"
All
right,
clean
prove
their
it,
living
prove
room?"
it. Put your
let's blame
YouTube history on
someone.
the screen right now. Put your
Oh
YouTube
my!
history on the screen
No,
right now.
yo, can we make a really obvious? I think this is crazy, and I think this is like 21st century type shit. Your YouTube homepage tells you so much about you. Like if
Yeah.
you have like a profile and your YouTube homepage, and you check out someone's YouTube homepage, tells you so much about that person. Have you
The
ever
amount of
recognized that?
the amount of times I have to just clear history because I'm like, bro, my page is getting crazy right now. I just got to start all over. Let me clear my history, start all over because it's just like I don't know
If
what's
you-
going
I
on. here.
disagree
you-
because half
bro.
the featured videos. Are you talking about like videos that pop up in your featured shit? And
I'm saying like
homepage.
based on your algorithm, based on things
No,
that you
no, like,
watch
just
on
like
your
just-
YouTube homepage.
yeah,
If
I
you,
don't
like,
get
type in
videos I ever want to
youtube.com,
see. Ever. I always have
Bro.
to search for some shit.
I'm willing to bet that if I was to look at your youtube.com, your homepage right now, I would know, like the things that I know about you would be like verified.
You would definitely be able to understand me as a person. I think.
Honestly, I think you guys should all do it is like when you're around people that you like may not know or you're interested in, ask them to go to youtube.com. Ask them if they use YouTube.
Is that a
and then
good
go to
first date?
youtube.com.
Stalking tip?
Great. Not even a stalking tip, but a great conversation over a first date is
I love
like
how you.
show
I
me your
love how you.
YouTube.
I love how you phrased it as a stalking tip.
Yeah, I was like, no, not that.
And Thrag is gone. He's like, I don't want to see no
No,
stalk.
no, no. I'm back.
That's actually a great idea. A little creepy. No, that's definitely stalkish. Like,
No,
it's
no,
a
that's
little,
not-
little
that's
creepy
not- I
knowing
mean, like,
pretty much their
Because you
life.
can't,
You're
you can't
basically-
see without them. So you
yeah,
need, you
you're-
need to
Why
permission.
even have the date? Let's just get married. I already know everything I need to know about you. Let's do it. It's like you're creating a false connection.
You
Oh,
can do that
I love
at the church.
blah 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 too.
Yeah,
You
but
just start agreeing on
YouTube-
everything.
The thing about like anything internet wise is like that shit is personal. Like you don't think anyone's ever going to see that shit. So you are your real authentic self during those times. And I think YouTube is a perfect avenue for you to be able to do that, even better than your fucking search history.
All my shit is Funko Pops. So if you guys see my fucking
Yo, but
YouTube
that's
video-
that's a legitimate portion of
Wait,
it.
it's
Even your
what?
body wash, you said you looked on YouTube to find it. Like I could learn so much from you from watching your YouTube.
What is that?
The
this is
Funko.
this is Mew.
He doesn't know what that is.
You don't know. You don't watch Pokemon. You don't know Pokemon.
No, I do. I watch Pokemon.
No,
This is Mew. If you don't know who this is, then you don't know Pokemon.
No, but like, what? Like, do you just buy Pokemon figurines or something? Is that what you do? Oh
Yes.
wow!
but it's not just Pokemon.
It's not
It's
obvious
not just
enough,
Pokemon,
Todd.
no.
You have to.
And what do you? What do you? Are you just collecting them? Is that it? Like,
yeah, I
like,
collect them. Yeah, I
like you
them.
collect like quarters and stuff too, or
Well, they're basically all of them have some sort of relation to like some part of my life, like history,
Oh, okay.
like my
Is that-
memories and shit.
Do you consider it
Okay.
art?
Do I consider it art? I mean, I guess I can consider it art. I look of it more as a.
Is there
Yeah.
anything that's not art?
That's a very interesting thing. I
I
think,
think there's art in
everything
everything.
can
How are
be-
we defining art, though? I think.
so
art is
so
like-
so we are saying that there's art in like death and stuff, like bad stuff.
There's an art in killing people. Someone. There's an art in that.
I don't know.
Right.
I
I guess I
associate-
say art is like a way of self-expression, right? A way to be. Fully
No, that's
creative.
true.
I've never thought of art that way. I've always associated art as a positive thing, but I think that there's a way to look at it as a more broad, covering a lot of different
Well, no,
bases.
yeah, like I think that I could appreciate like how someone might be able to like think about killing someone without like if you could like disassociate from the outcome. I think there could be.
I mean,
You can appreciate that.
yeah, like you see all these documentaries get really big of like the serial killers. Like I've watched the Night Stalker docu series, and like they basically went through like how he like picked his targets, how he got away from police like for like months, and they showed the investigation side of it and like the police officer's perspective, and then until they finally captured him and everything. And I can understand like people are interested in learning about why he did those things, and I guess you can consider it like some form of art because it's the way he wanted to express himself, even though it's fucking horrific.
I've been rewatching Dexter, and yeah, that shit is definitely art.
Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's it's like a form of expression, but it's like a very
Yeah. Like it's it's a very morbid, like
it's like if you think of like Satanism and shit like that, like worships the devil and you. I mean, I know like I have nothing against it or whatever. Do what you want to do, but like from my perspective, it's like that could be super like demonic, but also people put those like tattoos all over their body and see like they get some form of like art. They see some form of art in those like demonic images and imagery that I just don't see, but. I can
How
see
are
why
we
art
all
is-
artful in our lives? How do you think you're artful in your life? In ways that aren't commonly viewed as artful. How do you? What are things you've noticed that you? We'll say you put your own pizzazz on it, and it becomes your art. Do you do anything differently? Do you see things differently? Is it the way you communicate with people? How are you artful in your life?
Well, so basically, I feel like before I answer your question, I feel like are we? I almost feel like we're using art as a substitute for creativity at this point.
Yeah, is art a verb?
I feel
Yeah.
like so there's
Like, or is it a noun?
creativity. There's creativity, and then I think art is when creativity
It's the outcome.
appeals. Yeah, appeals in a manner that's artful. Like it's,
Okay. I
If
mean,
creativity is the verb, I think art is the outcome of creativity.
yes. Sure. Does my question still stand with our?
no, it does. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like at least for me, like I feel like I'm creative and thus create art. Like when I make food or when I'm like dressing, like putting on clothes, like getting like my outfit ready for the day. I feel like those are ways I'm artful, but like I wouldn't necessarily consider, like I don't think of it as art like when I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like the only thing that I would consider, I guess, art is like when I'm like making food, because in that situation, it's like, all right, I'm making something for myself or for like, like my loved one or whatever, and I'm being creative with that. So in a certain sense, it's art, but also like art is like supposed to like last, isn't it? Like I'm eating that and then that's it, and I'm pooping it out in like a different form. So I don't really consider it art in that sense.
I don't think art is always supposed to last. I think
It's not. Well, no, you're right. Like I saw like how they put up those there's like this artist who put up I think it was like 49 dead trees somewhere in New York as like art, like but it's like a temporary like display to like show like the effects of global warming and climate change and stuff. But yeah, so no, you're right.
Banana taped to a wall. That was art.
Oh yeah, where was that?
Like
that was
$3 million, some shit. Ridiculous.
I mean, giant blue dot.
I mean, if you're being honest, right? Art is just like, it's someone's level, like someone self-expressing themselves, and some people may identify with it and others may not. So it's who is it? Like the only person who can put a monetary value on it is
the public,
is the people who.
Yeah, I mean, one could say we're creating art right now.
Amen. No, one couldn't say. One is saying.
Our fans.
No,
I
mean, this whole podcast we talked about art. I mean, we talked about Art of War. We talked about how Kofa
Artception.
Thrag washes himself. It sounds very artful to me. Like
that's true.
Using the 1900s, methods.
Oh my god, it's not. It's really not.
And his name's Thrag.
Wait, genuinely, you've used the same item for?
No. I mean, you just get a new one. Like it's not like the same.
You do
exact...
get a new one.
Yeah. No, that's
so you
that would
ship
be
it
filthy.
to you. How do you get it?
Well, so the one that
if it's making you this clean, I want one.
I had it for a while, and then I was like, all right, like I kind of have to get a new one, and then I just like opened up like my closet in my bathroom, and there's like a brand new one just sitting there, and I was like, oh, okay, perfect, great, because that was the thing, like if I didn't have one, I'd have to go with like a washcloth or a loofah, and I wasn't trying to do that. But like luckily, like it was like a brand new one just like sitting there, and I was like, all right.
But
cool.
you're also not getting clean because you're using bar of soap, so it doesn't
okay,
even matter.
So I kid you not, I use both of them. That might be overkill, but hey, whatever. But I actually use both of them now.
All right, shower routine. Everybody say it. So I think I haven't been washing my. I wash my hair like once or twice a week now.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
No, wash my hair once or twice a week, and then I lather my. I think I start with my legs, which is stupid now thinking about it, and then I work my way up. But how about you guys?
So I also wash my hair once or twice a week. I start with my body, but I know I'm supposed to start with my face first. I just like forget, so I'm like so like into the routine. But normally I start with my body. So what I'll normally do is I will take the bar soap, wet it underneath the shower, lather up my body with it, and then I'll take my sponge and put a little bit of the body wash in there, get that nice and lathered, and just start,
getting in there.
Just getting in there, and then once I'm done with that, then I normally will wash my hair. If it's like that time of the week or whatever, wash my hair and then condition it, and then rinse out the conditioner, and then I'm done. Then lotion up after that. That's my whole routine.
That's beautiful.
So, all of you guys take notes.
That was artful.
Yeah.
Where's the Vaseline on the lips? When does that come into play?
Oh, that's normally like before I go to bed.
Okay.
because like sometimes like I'll wake up and like my mouth like will be dry and like my lips will like just feel like
Amen.
So that's how we like before I go to bed.
Amen. And that's how he keeps his lips
There.
juicy and plumpy.
There we go.
Beautiful.
All right, Mr. Diddy Jr., you want to tell us about your 16-in-1 soap that you use, detergent, whatever?
That he claims to dilute, but doesn't really
Yeah.
dilute.
I'm a bit OCD, so I wash from my neck to my legs, and then I do that a full body wash twice. I clean my underarms and my genitalia 3 times after I do that, and then I usually wash my face once with just hot water, and then I'll wash my face with soap, and then I'll wash my face again with hot water.
God damn.
Was that a joke
Bro.
or you're serious?
Are you trying to like,
That's
wait,
scary.
you guys are yelling at me? This guy's trying to like strip off his skin too.
Fuck, the fact that it's that routine, that's insane.
Wow.
I don't know where that comes from, but yeah.
Damn.
I'm pretty quick with it. I don't like being in the shower that much. If I wash my hair, I always start with my hair first.
What are we doing?
No, that's what you should do.
Shampoo, rinse the shampoo, scrape my scalp. Then I put in the conditioner, let the conditioner sit in my hair as I wash my body. I do my face last, and then I rinse everything off. Then I rinse out my hair, get out the shower, dry off, and then put some lotion on if I'm feeling extra dry.
Wait, so you do lotion?
If I feel dry, yeah, I do.
Oh, so it's not always a thing. Like sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll truthfully
Wow.
do all of that, and then I would like not put lotion on my skin until the next morning.
Really? Nah, I don't know, because I just feel like dried out.
I do
so
too, but I feel
I
Oh,
have-
you
have
no,
lotion
but
on.
Clogs my pores.
we know why you feel dried out is because you're using
Okay.
bar soap, and that
'Cause I'm
really
clean
takes
now.
all the moisture out of
I'm
your
clean.
skin.
Yeah, so I gotta re-moisturize. Gotta re-moisturize right away. That's why.
Last question. If art is a form of self-expression, what is one way or one form of art form that you wish you were better at? If you could dedicate time to an artful self-expression, what would it be?
Music.
The art of conveying a message. Or, yeah, just like presenting a message to someone or explaining things.
Like talking. What we're doing
Just-
right now.
Talking about things specific, like just trying to explain your ideas to people is a skill I'd love to have in art. I'd love to.
I think I would like to be good at music. Making music, I think, would be very dope. Being good at that.
Nice.
For me, it would be being able to like communicate, like kind of like what Beignet said, but like not in terms of like giving off my ideas, but just being able to like be gregarious and like outgoing with people. Like I can like do that, but like I just feel like I don't know, because like I'm not really like a fan of just, you know, shooting the shit with like random people or like small talk and stuff like that. Like I'm more a fan of like conversations that we have like this, but you can't have a conversation like this with everyone because, you know, time, and also that person may not feel comfortable, or I may not feel comfortable talking to a stranger that I don't know, you know, on this level.
You're
So just being able to-
you're really good at that. So if anything, you might want to say that you would want to feel more comfortable in those settings. But you're really good at that when you want to do that.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like I feel like I think just being better at, I guess, getting people to open up and like to get to that point. You know what I mean? Like I just can't like walk up to a stranger and like get to that point. Like you have to, you know, make them feel comfortable and relate to them too. Like I know like there are people who like will talk to me and I'm just like, bro, I don't care about what you're saying. So I just like shut down. I'm like, I'm not interested in this conversation.
Which is fair. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, no,
Have
that's
everyone.
true. But the thing too though is that like if I wanted to, I feel guilty because it's kind of like I've ignored like what they put out. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, like not that they've attempted to talk to me about that, but you're putting yourself out in your own way, you know, and like revealing yourself in your own way. And I rejected that because I just wasn't feeling it or I didn't like it or whatever. And that's not, so like I would feel guilty about trying to, you know, have a conversation, you know, like, I don't know, it feels selfish to just talk about what I want, You know what I mean? As opposed to, hey, like, it's a conversation. There's two people or three or however many people in this conversation. There's a give and take where you're supposed to listen to them and respond to them,
And
you know,
care about what they say.
yeah, and care about what they say. Exactly. And sometimes there's just some people I just couldn't even be bothered. Like, and it's like sometimes they'll be opening up to me and I'm like, bruh, I just don't care. I
Close
don't
care.
down
Now. Close,
yeah,
I
exactly.
got
It's like I just don't care, and like I'll feel guilty about it like after the fact, but in the moment I'm just like, nope, I'm not doing this right now. So I think that's one thing I have to improve on. But again, I wouldn't really consider it. I mean, I guess it could be considered an art. Just like the art of you know.
I think it's an art being able to, I guess, still be yourself in those situations while also still connecting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
I don't
you're
know
right.
if
Yeah.
it's, yeah, I think I'd rather maintain and be myself and still be able to connect to those people rather than
I
like,
think it's the
fake
best way to
as
put
well.
it. Yeah, that was good.
Did he?
How about you, Diddy?
And that was crazy. For me, I think I would just like to I want to be more like even more independent. I want to be able to like make my ideas come to fruition on my own. I don't like feeling the need to depend on people.
So execution, just being able to have an idea and just being able to execute it.
The art of execution.
Why do you feel that? Like, do you feel the need that you have to do it on your own, or like, what is it about not having to depend on people that you don't like?
I don't know. I just don't
Like if the people that you're depending on want to help you, like, is that like, you know what I mean? Like, isn't that okay, or do you
it
feel
is, but I don't like it. I still don't like
okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of don't like the idea of collaborating with people. Sometimes means to like, I feel like there's a beauty in like you being able to like go through with your idea and how you want to do it. And sometimes I feel like when you collaborate with people, that gets tainted in some way. And I don't know if it's
No, I know what you mean.
selfish, but it would be nice to just be able to have an idea and just have that fully be yours, even if it fails. But like you did it exactly how you want to do it.
But every fucking successful artist in any medium you choose will tell you that in order to be successful at whatever they do, they collaborate. Like collaboration is the most important part. So it's a give and a take. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah. A short word of advice to end it here today. Anything you've learned this week in your life, let the fans know. Maybe it'll help them out. Maybe it could be random. Like my word of advice is going to be, if you see a stick, pick it up.
I wish people understood that. I really wish people could understand.
I'll repeat that. If you see a stick,
that's funny.
Pick it up. How about y'all? What do y'all think?
I mean, my word of advice would be kind of what I was just talking about earlier. Just, you know, being willing to talk to people and not just like, you know, not just like shoot their shit, but like, you know, talk to them on like a deeper level, in whatever way. And again, it doesn't have to be like their deepest, darkest secrets, but you know, just like, hey, how you doing? Like, what's going on in your life?
What's some way you've tried to work on that? What's maybe a change of perspective, or like how have you tried to incorporate that into your life?
Well, I mean, for me, it's just paying more attention to what people say. So again, going back to what I said earlier, like for me, it's like someone can say something, but the main reason why I shut down is also because it's like, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have had this, but when someone says something to you and your brain just doesn't give you anything to say back, and you're just sitting there like, I have no words. And I think, you know, that's just something that I've tried to work harder on, even if like I'm not interested in the conversation, but, you know, just ask questions, just, you know, try to find a way to make the conversation interesting for me. That way I can engage in what that person is saying.
That is truthfully key.
Oh,
that's the key.
Yeah. So like they may be talking about something and maybe I may not be interested in it, but you know, you can work at it in such a way, whether you're asking questions or giving your anecdotes and, you know, in the conversation, where you can steer the conversation to a place where both of you can, you know, both of you
Nice.
can express yourselves and be both engaged in that topic.
It's very useful. I need to learn how to do that for sure. So thank you for that.
Well, I learned it from Diddy Jr. So
Yeah, Diddy's a master at that.
he's
For sure.
annoyingly good at that. So
Very good, very good, very good. Seminella, Diddy, small word of advice. There's got to be smooth jazz going on in the fucking background right now. Hit us with it.
Salmonella, are you even there? Are you alive?
I'm here. I'm alive.
Word of advice. For me, it's take your fucking time, man. Life is short. I know that's very cliche, but I've recognized that I've been rushing towards a goal so hard that I haven't really like looked up in a while. And today I took a moment to kind of look up, and that was really important for me, and it was helpful. So,
man,
take your time.
Beautiful.
that's a mind fuck there, guys.
Yeah.
Take your time, he said, but life is short. That's to think about. He got you there.
For me, I guess I would just say, you know, just appreciate the relationships you have in your life, and value the people that are in it, because you never know who's gonna be there tomorrow.
Shout out to Lena.
Beautiful.
Word.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys for listening. If you've made it this far, Backpack Boys here again. Let us know. You know, give us your thoughts on our social media that we don't post on. But give us your thoughts. We love you.
Bro, I forgot I had access to the Twitter account. Wow.
And we'll see you guys next time, not week, because we may not be here next week. Who knows? I love you all.
Peace.
Bye bye.